Welcome to JLF Day 4, and I am recording this right after I finished recording my Day 3 check-in sort of thingy because Day 3 was really exhausting if you saw my previous vlog, which I am yet to edit right now. But yeah, so I'm probably going to be a little late, but I'm really excited about the day because there's some really exciting stuff. However, fun stuff has happened and that my mic has stopped working. So I'm in deep shit. So I am to figure out how to make my mic work because I can't do anything if my mic doesn't work because there's way too much noise at JLF and I can't do anything if I don't have a mic because there's way too much noise otherwise. So I am in a big fix, but I'm gonna hustle and figure that shit out. I'm also gonna have to edit this shiz first, so I'm gonna do that very quickly, and then I'll keep you abreast with what's the haps. I'm finally I'm finally vlogging. I am at the press room and I'm waiting for Manu Pillai to interview him, so that's going to be fun. He is very much in demand. But yeah, I should be able to interview him anytime soon. I've interviewed quite a few people today. I have not attended a single session because I've only been in the press room. It took me 40 years to put up the what's it called? The video, the day 3 vlog. So please check it out. Put lots of effort into it. It's way longer than the other ones by like 23 minutes. So like by usual like video standards, like in terms of Santarit's video standards, it's not much. It's actually quite like short. But in terms of these JLF vlog video sessions thingies, it's quite short. So well, it's fine. There were a few sessions that I really wanted to watch, which I haven't. So that is a sucks. But I've interviewed some really cool people so far, like William Dalrymple, Farag Dondi, Ira Makhoti. Oh my god, I can't wait to put these videos out there. Like, it's gonna be so awesome. So like, yeah, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. Um, but yeah, anyway, that's that. Right now, Shashi Tharoor is gonna come in and he's gonna do like a press conference. So I'll try to show you what that looks like as well, just for funsies. If I'm not done with Manupala just as yet, but obviously Shashi will not give me the time of day, so I won't be able to have like clips from him, but at least Manupala will happens. So yay, I'm excited. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go now. And oh, by the way, I have to also tell you about my mic situation, but that'll be on another day. I'll probably give you context at some point of time, right? So yeah, okay, bye bye. Okay, so the situation with the mic. Basically, what happened was that, as I said, my mic stopped working. And then, since I don't know anyone in Jaipur, I had to just basically call everyone really early in the morning to ask if they had a mic for a DSLR such as this. Initially, they were giving me really high funda mics, which they can use only for like gigs and like music festivals and stuff like that, which was obviously not going to work on my camera. Finally, I got like a photographer dude who gave me a mic. Hello. Though now that I have used it, I have realized it's not very good. So I'm gonna have to ask my actual very professional friends to help me out with the sound because as you saw from what I said in my actual only one vlog that I've done in this entire all these 4 days, is that I interviewed some really cool people. So I would love for the sound to actually like work out. So well, we're good. But yeah, as I said, the day yesterday, I didn't really spend doing much. I will be taking the bookshop run through today because my brother Vidur is here now, so he will help me with that because he has gotten a little more professional training than I. I am more shaky with the camera. But anyway, as I said, the press room looks like this. It looks quite empty, right? But when there is a press conference with the very honorable Shashi Tharoor, it looks like this. So your principles and values. And those are what you're defending. What is a political party? A political party is supposed to be a way of conceptualizing a better society for your country.
and seeking to achieve the means to deliver that better society. That is what politics is. It's not about power.
What was interesting yesterday while I was interviewing these authors, I realized that people do mic tests very differently. So I'm going to show you just a few. So, for example, all the Indians just end up saying like, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah," or mic testing 1 2 3.
1 2 3 3 2 1. Checking 1 2 3 4. Hello. Hi. My name is Manu.
But the British, so for example, Farooq Dondi went on to like quote the Merchant of Venice. So he did like this little like monologue from the Merchant of Venice.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. It becomes a throned monarch better than his crown. His sceptre shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty. Wherein doth sit the fear and splendid fear of kings, but mercy is above the sceptre and sway.
And then I asked William Dalrymple to say something, and he started talking about breakfast.
For breakfast, I had sabudaba with very nice green chutney and some mango pickle and some freshly brewed coffee.
But then the Booker winner DBC pair then told me why people talk about breakfast when they are doing mic tests, because apparently that's a very British thing to do. When people ask you to do mic tests, they don't say we're doing a mic test, they just say tell us what you had for breakfast.
This is normally when people ask what you had for breakfast. That's the English tradition to get a sound check. And today I didn't have breakfast because it's the middle of the night in my body. So, actually, well, my breakfast was here, a wonderful curry.
So anyway, then I interviewed Manu Pillai, and while I was interviewing him, my mic died because apparently the man who gave me the mic did not charge it, and I didn't know that it was not charged because it's new technology to me, etc, etc, and it just died. Luckily I could see that it died, so I had to like stop him while he was giving me an answer and be like, haha, sorry, actually the mics died. So then he just laughed because he was like, how are you so incompetent? But he was really sweet about it. It wasn't like oh my god, you dumbass, but like in a bad way, but more in a sweet, endearing way. At least I'm hoping.
Earlier books, for example, sometimes, especially in early writing,
Without the yeah. We'll do it without the mic.
without a mic,
Yeah, you just talk louder. That's
got no
yeah. Huh?
connected, no? To the
It's dead.
on it on your.
I know. I don't.
He's also laughing.
But then we continue the interview with a voice recording thing on the phone, and it was just a hot mess. But it's cool. So I did a lot of interviews in the press lounge, but then I also ended up doing a few at the authors lounge. So let me just show you what the authors lounge sort of look like. This is just one part of it called the library. This is where I interviewed Kunal Basu, and like this is what it kind of looks like. The background, it looks kind of cool. These guys were eating cake and stuff inside, and like I'll show you what the press lounge like food looks like, or the delegate lounge food looks like. It is like drastically different. Okay, they were having some good looking cake inside, and I couldn't go inside and be like, give me cake, because then they'll just be like, who are you? But yeah, anyway, I snuck into the authors lounge because yesterday, I think day before, well, I went in with the Penguin people because they allowed me to go in to interview Kunal Basu, who was one of the authors. So then the volunteer who was there, I was just like, I am with the Penguin, remember? And he was like, oh yeah, correct. So I went in because of that. So that was great. So yeah, so then anyway, I interviewed Hansda Sawandar Shekhar as well as Meghna Pant. So after that, I was hanging out in the authors lounge because I had to interview Anandita Ghosh, but she was like, you know what,
just like rest up. So I had a bit of a coke with them, but she was basically hanging out with her husband, as well as Arunava Sinha, who the amazing translator, Jeet Thayil, the amazing author and poet, and DBC Pierre, who is a Booker-winning author from, well, technically Australia, but he's lived most of his life in Mexico and England. But yeah, I was hanging out with them, and first of all, this is a clip where we are congratulating Arunava on his award that he's won for all the amazing translations that he's done. He is really awesome, so congratulations to him. But then these guys were talking about how they were going for this Amer Fort party which was happening, and they were all sort of like, oh, are you gonna go, and all of that sort of stuff. And then they looked at me and they were like, you're coming, right? And I was like, actually, I'm not really invited for it, so it's fine, you guys have fun, sort of thing. And they were like, no, you must come, we will get you along and all of that sort of stuff, we'll speak to the people. And I was like, oh my god, please don't take so much of effort for me. Amer Fort, first of all, is very, very far away, so I don't know if I want to go for this thing. My Vidar had just come in, so I was like, I don't know, like, I don't want to really ditch him either. It'll be like weird. What am I going to do with these author type people? It's going to be Oki Momo. But they were very insistent. They were just like, no, you have to come for sure. So DBC pair walked with me to this place where apparently you can get a speaker companion pass. So that was really weird because I was made to be DBCPS speaker companion, which just sounds really, really shady and weird, to be honest. But well, that's how it went. Anyway, then we got ready, and let me just bring in Wither into this discussion because we went together. All right, so Wither, say hi. Hi. Okay, so essentially what happened is we came back to our room to get ready. We were definitely going to miss the shuttle, but Wither was also invited because he has a guest pass.
A delegate.
A delegate guest pass.
Guest delegate.
Guest delegate pass. So he was invited for the Amer Fort party situation, and then I had to be the speaker companion. So we got ready, and then we decided to take a cab to go there because there were shuttles as well, but we were not going to be in time for the shuttle. So we took a cab, but it took us 45 minutes to get a cab to come to us because they just kept cancelling. They were just like,
You don't want to go.
yeah, it was too far. It was just like, they were like, sorry. Because also realized, pro tip, if you are going to travel in Jaipur and use Uber and Ola, use cash because that's what they want. They only want cash and not by card because they get the money later. But then ultimately we finally got a guy who agreed to take us to the thing. So we were reaching Amer Fort, and it looks very pretty like this from far because it's all lit up and stuff. And while we were going up to the actual like part of the party and stuff like that, Manu Pillai is coming down and he's like, buddies, I don't know, I think you're going to get very disappointed when you go up. And we were like, oh, okay, that's weird because people are leaving when we are entering. It's only 9:30. People would have maybe been there for only like an hour or something.
Probably,
Yeah, and he was just like, okay, what is this going to be? So we go up, and it looks very nice, and there are like performances and stuff happening. But there's no alcohol. There is absolutely no alcohol, which is, I mean, I'm not, yeah, I mean, we're not saying that like every party should have alcohol in order for it to be fun, but it's a huge plus, okay? Especially when you don't really know too many people around, and you've traveled so far to get there. It's good to have it.
It was disappointing, as he said.
Yes, And it was more disappointing even after he said it was disappointing. So that was just like, anyway, so Vidar, what did we do then?
We had a bunch of food and left immediately.
Yeah, so we left as soon as we could. There was a shuttle taking us back. And yeah, then we just came back to our rooms and passed the fuck out. So,
Good day.
amazing day. What a day indeed. In terms of sessions for today, that is Monday, there aren't too many great ones because usually this is the last day. Most of the speakers have already left. They were already talking about which flights they were taking in the party yesterday and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just going to talk to you about some. So at 11 o'clock, there is the session with DBC Pierre, who was my speaker companion person, as well as Jeet Thayil, and they're going to be talking about DBC Pierre's latest book. From the conversations that I had with him, he didn't get a lot of press for his latest book because of the pandemic and publishing not being able to like put too much of focus on different sort of books, because apparently in September on one day 600 books came out because the publishing houses were all waiting for like the pandemic to be over, and then in September they realized that hey, it's not going to be over and we have all these books sort of lined up, so they just all released them at one point of time, and his book just sort of went under because there were just so many books out there that yeah, it's sort of sad, and he's a cool guy. So I definitely will want to check out that session, though it is quite late now and I may not be able to go for it, so I'll probably check it online, but you should do that too. Then at 1 o'clock is a session that I'm really looking forward to because I didn't get to see Meena Kandasamy speak before, but it's called This Poem Will Provoke You, and it's Meena Kandasamy gonna be talking about poetry and like having literature that talks about some really difficult things. So that is going to be super fun, and I'm going to get my book signed by her. Hopefully, so that'll be really cool. At 3 o'clock there is a session called What We Talk About When We Talk About Women, which is with Sohaila Abdulli, who and Urvashi Butalia. Sohaila Abdulli wrote a book called What We Talk About When We Talk About Rape, which is a book that I really want to read because I've heard it's absolutely amazing. So I would love to see this discussion between these two absolutely amazing women. Urvashi Butalia, of course, is a brilliant publisher as well as an author. She wrote the book The Other Side of Silence, which I read last year for my partition literature collab that I did, and I really enjoyed it. So I am hoping to like see them in this conversation. Then at 4:40 there is an Indian literature and publishing sector roundtable, which is going to be really interesting because I really want to know what the authors, publishers, people who are promoters, editors, all of these people have to say, because that's the sort of panel that is there. So I'm really looking forward to that discussion as well, to see what they themselves have to say, the people who are within the publishing industry and the people who have the ability to kind of know the nitty-gritties. So that I think will be really interesting as well. That's at 4:40. And then usually at the end of JLF, like the last thing is a closing panel discussion, and this is the only session that happens at that point of time. Usually they're really interesting. This time I think it's kind of like meh, because the discussion is does Nehru remain the greatest prime minister of India? And it works very much like a debate with a person talking, like people talking pro and people talking against, and then they can like do rebuttals and stuff like that. So very much like if you remember your debates of school and stuff like that, very much like that. And I don't know if I'm that interested in this topic. I think it's quite lame, to be honest, but it's fine. I'm down to see how that goes and what people have to say. So yeah, that's the last session. But today in general, as I said, I will take Vidar's help, the guy napping behind there, to show you what the bookstore looks like and like the festival bazaar and stuff like that. And hopefully Mike's work today, batteries are charged today, and yeah, that's about it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow is going to be my last ever vlog, so stay tuned. I mean, not ever vlog, but last JLF vlog. So I'm exhausted.